tonight's election results could have huge implications for the marijuana industry. Check out some of the big movers in the cannabis space today, led by GW Pharma, which reported a huge earnings beat this morning. Our Tim Seymour, as you know, is all over this space. He has long a number of names. He's a portfolio manager of a cannabis ETF, sits on advisory boards for cannabis companies. You can read all of his disclosures on our website. But Tim, what are you watching on election night for this space?
Well, again, no matter the outcome, definitely cannabis wins. A blue wave would equal a green wave. There's no question about it. But the state ballots, of which New Jersey is really the most important and expected to vote a full recreational market, but Arizona also. And then even some conservative states will give you a message, and I think send a message to the more conservative states that will be key markets. Look at this. Look at the charts of the big MSOs: Trulieve, GTI, Cresco Labs, TerraSend. They're things of beauty. So they're extending upon the August earnings cycle. 2Q came out. These things rallied into those earnings because they're showing profitability. 3Q's another catalyst, which is 2 weeks from now. And these companies are actually showing significant EBITDA growth, even quarter over quarter. The big holy grail for the industry is to what extent institutions can invest in this sector. So I don't think anything that happens even tonight into tomorrow or whatever the outcome is in the next 3 weeks will bring institutions overnight, because many will need that federal legalization. But institutional money is huge to re-rating this sector. And again, we've talked about profitability of these top companies, but some names that are in my ETF. IIPR is a cannabis REIT that trades in the U.S., has done extremely well. You mentioned GW Pharma with Epidiolex, and truly a pharma play, a beleaguered stock to be sure, but fantastic numbers. So you're not buying a stock near its highs, and I think one of the most fundamentally sound. GrowGen, we talked about, they're a hydroponics retailer and also a major way to get exposure without touching the plant. So that's a way to play U.S. names at a time when this election, either way, I think cannabis wins, but the blue wave would be massive for legislation. Yeah,
Bonawyn, you're invested in this space, so how do you perceive the elections as in terms of how it impacts it?
I mean, I echo a lot of the same sentiments. I definitely think you'll see a more liberal approach accelerate the proliferation of the cannabis space. I think that you're also going to see, similar type of adoption, as Tim mentioned. If you see the institutional adoption, you will likely see similar trading trends as you saw with Bitcoin, from its nascence to it being accepted more generally speaking. I'm personally playing it through the MJ ETF. You've seen it base around, in terms of price action, you've seen it basing around that $10.50, 11 level. It's kind of forming a nice long base there, looking for continued upside in that space.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.